What's up, everybody? Kevin Kelly back with you again, once again, and it is time coming up very soon for the Super J Cup. It is the premier junior heavyweight tournament in the world, the brainchild of Jushin Thunder Liger, and our guest will make his New Japan debut in this year's Super J Cup. Chris Bey is with us. And Chris, I've said that if you don't know Chris Bey, get used to him and learn his name because he's going to be a household name very, very soon. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing excellent. I'm excited to be a part of the J Cup. Super J Cup is it's such an honor to be included in this. And like you said, if you don't know my name, you should get familiar with it because I will be winning the Super J Cup 2020. The Super Bey Cup is what we will be renaming it.
The Super Bey Cup. How about that? I like the sound of that. Hey, so of course, and I've said that I think that whenever you talk to anybody below 220 pounds and you ask them sort of a career goal or a jumping in point, many say, oh man, the videotape of the Super J Cup 94, the first one, you know, have you experienced that? What's your experience with watching this tournament? How have you gotten yourself ready mentally?
Well, for me personally, I remember seeing clips of stuff like here and there on YouTube, and it was just very foreign to me because all I really knew was like that one avenue wrestling that we all see on TV or whatever it is.
Right.
So I was shut off to the rest of it. So when I saw that there were wrestlers who were doing this on such a prestigious level in the size range that I am, it seemed more not only realistic to me, but then it just seemed way more awesome, to be honest. You know, like it really seemed like
Sure.
The best wrestlers in the world. And if I was ever going to prove myself and prove to be one of the best, which should be all of our goals when we're in this business, I think that it's the path has led me here. So for me to prepare for this, I've just been watching some of the best super juniors that there are out there, and especially studying up on my competition, everybody who's in this year's tournament, to make sure that I have all the answers for anything that they have to offer, and I can be the one able to teach them lessons in the art of finesse.
I want to also touch on something that I think is very important, that when Liger had the idea for this tournament, that it was not just the best New Japan juniors, that it was the best juniors from all over. So it was really one of the times where you saw wrestlers from different promotions come together. And we're seeing that here with not just free agents, but and ROH people, but you're the first from Impact Wrestling.
Yeah.
And I think that is a pretty darn important thing. So how did you find out about this? Did you find out about it through New Japan? Did you find out about it through Impact? Was a little bit of both? Take me inside that, because I think the fans will be very interested.
When I first heard about this whole deal, when I got reached out to from New Japan, I was immediately like stoked on the opportunity, and I was reading through this, but initially I'm thinking there's no way this is going to happen because of course I'm with Impact Wrestling, so I don't know how this is going to be able to, get done. And as I got to the bottom, I see that they had already been in discussion with Scott D'Amore. So once I saw that, I knew, okay, this is something that's actually possible, something that's really on the table. So the next time that I saw Scott in person, who he's always been a big advocate for me, and he's always been very helpful to me since I've come to Impact Wrestling. And even before I got to Impact Wrestling, he had always showed me a lot of, love and helped in my direction. And once me and him had the conversation in person, and it was, a conversation where I would be representing our company in this New Japan Super J Cup, I was just stoked for the whole opportunity because when I came to Impact Wrestling, I wanted to not only help build our organization, but help open all types of different doors for people like me. And, if we could, working with other organizations such as New Japan.
So you do mention, of course, pressure representing Impact Wrestling, but pressure is something that doesn't seem to phase you. You're a very young man, but when I see you, it's wise beyond your years, and there's a maturity and there's a calm about you. Is that something that you've always had, or was that something you strive to attain?
it's something that I say I strive to attain. I have not always been this way, but I've also been thrown into the position of the public a lot throughout my lifetime. Random backstory, like elementary school, I was vice president and then president of my school. So I would, have to speak to the school in these, auditoriums, just full of the whole school, and have to speak publicly to them. And then throughout high school, gaining confidence, and then doing the YouTube channel where I would talk about wrestling reviews and stuff throughout my teenage years. I've always kind of been in that position where I was in front of people and all eyes were on me. It was weird when I first got into wrestling because I was kind of the first time I was really performing live. But there was a saying that I started to tell myself probably a year after I started, that I tell myself now before I go out through the curtain every night. And I think it helps me with that. And the saying is as simple as, this is why I'm here. This is what I do. I always tell myself that because, like you said, it's a lot of pressure what we do. But as long as I always remind myself that this is exactly, I'm in the position that there's not a mistake for me to be there. And what I do is wrestling. What I do is perform. I entertain. I've been doing this now for 4 years, and so I wanted to do it, knowing that I wanted to do it since I was 8 years old. I've been addicted to it since I was 4 or 5. So for me, it's just as simple as waking up in the morning, brushing your teeth. It's routine. Wrestling is a routine. There's nowhere in the world that I feel more comfortable than in between those ropes. So for me, it's become something where it's just natural now. It's very natural for me, and keeping myself calm helps me perform at my best level, because now I am in these pressure scenarios, like you said, so young in the business, right? But I'm in the ring with the very best wrestlers in the world. So I'm a pressure player. I have to be able to play when the pressure's on. And I think that the world will see that at the Super J Cup.
I'm really just looking forward to this. And, again, having had the chance to speak with you a little bit and spend some time with you, I really have gotten to admire you. And I'm just really looking forward to seeing how this whole journey unfolds. And Chris, how can fans find you if they want to reach out to you on social media?
If you want to find me on social media, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Dashing Chris Bey. It's B-E-Y, not B-A-E, for all the single people who are watching. I know you're interested in that. It's B-E-Y, Chris B-E-Y, Dashing Chris B-E-Y. You can find that on Twitter and Instagram. I also have a YouTube channel where I frequently upload content, and you can also scroll back and see my goofy 12-year-old wrestling content. If you want to see me as a kid and now living the dream, you can scroll back and see that. And then you can find all my music on all the music platforms there are. Just type in my name, Chris Bey, B-E-Y, and you can find me on Spotify, Apple, Tidal, iHeartRadio, Pandora, wherever it is you listen to your music. I'm there. I'm everywhere. I'm popping out like, yo, it's me, B-E-Y. That's me. I'm everywhere.
And as I look outside, there he is. There's a Goodyear blimp flying by with Chris Bey's picture on it.
Me, right outside the window. It's me everywhere.
Hey, and of course, every Tuesday night, Impact Wrestling, and available FITE TV. Tuesday night.
Access TV, I'm on there. Impact Wrestling.
Yep.
And you can also find us on Twitch. We do air it live on Twitch as alongside as the episodes air live on TV. If you don't have the channel Access TV, you can watch it on Twitch. No excuses.
None whatsoever. All right, Chris Bey, thanks for your time. Best of luck, and we'll see you on December the 12th in the Super J Cup tournament on NJPWworld.com and on FITE TV.